Gucci Mane recently proposed to Keyshia Ka'oir, his girlfriend, at the Atlanta Hawks basketball game.
That was pretty cool.
What were your thoughts on that proposal?
I think that's pretty dope. You know, for anyone to find love, you know, I think it's an amazing thing. It's a huge blessing, and that, I mean, just to see his transformation, you know, from the brand that he had before and the representation of his brand now, it's a huge jump, and I'm sure that he has, you know, her to thank for that as a part of it. You know, just for inspiring him, and anyone that's with you in the good times and bad times deserves to be with you when you're at your best. And I this is the best I've ever seen him, so, you know, I congratulate them.
Now, what about that type of proposal? The Atlanta Hawks basketball game, the kiss cam, that whole setup. What did you think of that?
I thought that was cute. I think every female thought that was adorable. You know, it was cute.
Now, Gucci did catch some flack on the proposal because he didn't exactly get on one knee, which some people flacked him for. What is your thought?
He's not marrying anyone else but Keyshia, and Keyshia said yes, so I don't think anyone else should mind.
Well, you know, traditionally some people are like, it should be on one knee, and he kind of, you know.
I've had friends who, you know, they open the microwave and there's a ring in the microwave and their dude is like, yeah, babe, you know, we're getting together. And it's not a huge deal. It's a huge deal because we all have lenses on him. So it happens every day like that.
Now, what are your thoughts on marriage these days?
Well, I was always raised that when you get married, you know, there is no divorce. So now with the divorce rate, it's almost like marriage is on the same level as dating someone, which I don't agree with. So marriage nowadays to me is like something that a lot of people play with. So I really respect the relationships that last a long time, you know. And in the community I grew up in, I didn't really see a lot of long-term relationships amongst people that look like me. So, you know, being able to see people like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, or Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys, you know, those kind of representations, Barack and Michelle, those kind of representations are really dope to see.
Do you think you will ever get married yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Right now I'm so focused on this like vision I have for myself as far as becoming everything that I didn't think I could. So I'm like really, really married to that, and you know, my family. Like, I'm really focused right now.
I see. Now, has anybody ever proposed to you?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah. Well, I was engaged. I was really, really young when I was engaged, and I was like 21, 22. And that didn't go so well.
I see.
So for me, like, it just has to be, you know, my next thing will be like that's it, you know. I'm getting married, this is it, this is what I'm rocking with forever, the thick and thin, you know, that's what I'm about. But in the meantime, I'm all about, you know, establishing yourself and being content and happy with yourself before you form a union with someone in marriage, you know, so that's where I'm at right now.
Now, in regards to that engagement, was that something that you had stopped, or was it the other end that stopped it?
Yeah, it's something I stopped. It was necessary.
Okay.
You know, I'm all about being around positivity, and any kind of toxins around you, you should rid yourself of those, so it was one of those things.
I see. Now, when it comes to marriage, is marriage harder these days than it was 70s, 80s, 90s?
Yeah, because we live in this world now where everything's so disposable. You know, if you don't like something, okay, throw it away and get something else. No one ever really, I don't want to say no one. Generally speaking, it's not popular to build and establish something now. It's popular to like try to latch on to something that's already established, you know. Back in the day, you know, our parents, they would meet in high school, you know, go to college together, whatever, work through whatever together. nowadays everything's so like a click away. You could be, you know, schedule a date, you know, or like slide in someone's DMs and like you get their attention, and that's so crazy when you really think about it. You know, you don't even know these people.
Now, do you think, in comparing today's times to the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, do you think the same amount of temptation for a male or female is there, or the access to it is what's changed?
The same temptation has been here since day one. Let's be clear. However, access to it has changed. The ways of communication have changed. And right now, I mean, you can communicate, even like Periscope. You can go on Periscope and communicate with vast numbers of people at one time. And it's just crazy.